everybody, welcome to another episode of Invicta Specs. I'll be your tour guide, John the Phone Guy. Today we have the Pro Diver Scuba in the Punisher. Sorry, I had my finger over it. Can't hardly see it when I'm doing that. So this is a new version, and you know, it's got some pretty cool additions on the clasp and everything. But with that, let's head over to the bench and take a look. All right, here we are with the Pro Diver Scuba Punisher. This is model 35094. This is a limited edition, number 46 of 4000. It says that it measures at 48 millimeters, and we'll give that a look at that in just a second. Water resistance, 10 atmospheres, 100 meters, 330 feet. This is a flame fusion crystal, and the internals is a TMI VD54 chronograph. Also has a 24-hour scale on it. The battery is an SR920SW. About 3 years battery life on that. So with that, we'll grab it out of here and take a look. So you can kind of see that, not really a round, but kind of like a cushion style. So we'll kind of look at the back too. Now, you know, normally when I talk about these, you know, with the clasp, you know, it's got the diver clasp. This is not my favorite, you know, this potato chip. It's okay. I would always prefer the scissor, but I understand, you know, sometimes they just don't use that. So we can see all of the details on the back of the Marvel, model number, the limited number, and all that sort of stuff. And the bracelet does have you know, a good heft to it. You know, it's not folded, you know, because you can see there's no fold lines on the links or anything. But I do like this new clasp that they, you know, the crown protector. Now this is not a screw down, so it's not as much for that. And the fact that they've kind of changed it up. So this one has like a button, you know, lip to it. And then this one down here is just a straight. So you get the chronograph moving down here at your 6 o'clock, right? And then we'll stop that. So it's stopped right there, and then we'll reset. And of course you've got your 24-hour scale right here. And this would be your 60-minute increment on your chronograph. Of course, we've got carbon fiber and all that under the dial. Really cool look to that. And you got the revolver cylinder and everything. And you've got this black running down through the middle of it. You know, it's pretty cool. The two-tone. Sorry about that, on everything here. This is unidirectional bezel, obviously. So put that guy back, and so let's just set this guy down for a second, and let's head off to the microscope and take a look. All right, and here we have the Punisher here under the microscope, and we can see, you know, the Punisher up here at the 12 o'clock, and you've got some of the bullet silhouettes for the hour markers. You've got your 24-hour scale over here. This is your chronograph down here, and then this is your chronograph 60-minute counter over here. Of course, obviously this is your constant running seconds, you know, hour and a minute and all that good stuff. You can see on here it's the 4-tooth version, and just overall you can see this revolver cylinder motif through the middle of this, you know, with the chambers that you would see with a revolver and all of that. And then you've got just some of the details here of the carbon fiber weave down in here underneath as the underlying substrate. Let's see if I can get some color. There we go. So we can kind of see some of the carbon fiber that lays at the very bottom of this. And then you've got your dial here, and then everything that lays on top. You can see how it's all different layers of material and everything, which is always what I really enjoy about Invicta in how they do their dials. Whenever there's details like this, it's not just one picture that's just kind of laid on top of something. It's literally different materials cut out, giving you this complete three-dimensional design, which is just exceptional all the way around. And of course, we've got some lume on the bezel, and then as we saw, you've got this crown protector and the two different types of A and B buttons over here. So super cool watch. Really love some of the details, and when you can really see it, you can see some of the distressed look in here and all of that. But with that, let's head on back to the bench and finish this guy out. All right, and here we are back from the microscope. So let's throw some calipers on this guy. So I'm going to go right off of here. So I get 51.5. Let me see if I'm off just a little bit. So I moved just a little bit, so I get 50.8. Now I'm curious. So on the bezel, I get 47.2. So I'm not sure where that number's coming from, but if I go from right here by this to up by the 10 o'clock, or yeah, I get like 49.5. So I'd say this definitely is closer to a 50 than a 48. So I get 14.9 here. Call it 32.2, 23.8 to 21.9. 3.8 on the link, and let's see what we get here. So I get 51.7, and let's grab the scales, and we're in ounces, so I get 7.1, and in grams I get 203. So a good bit of weight to it. I'm not going to say that it's heavy by any means, but I think it's substantial enough that you get a good feel on your wrist. With that, let me throw it on mine. So as I've said, I've got a 7-inch wrist, so that's kind of how it sets on me, and all of that going down through there. So it's not a sea hunter by any measure, but I mean it does wear, I would say, a lot bigger with the way this cushion style comes out right here. It is a little bit feels bigger than a 48. But with that, let's set this thing down one more time, and we'll give a few shout outs here. And we'll give a shout out to Smitten by Invicta on Instagram, Invicta Watches and Women's Fashion, and of course YouTube sensations Trap Vision 3D and the Lifestyle page talking about all things collecting and family, and of course Tommy Big Time focusing on bracelet sizing and battery changes and everything Invicta. Of course Meat and I journaling their weight loss surgery and entrepreneurship, and of course D&Q chronicling travel and food and fun. Tony Woe, Christian rapper, and his music and life perspective. And of course I want to give a shout out to Unboxed Sneaks. Has a great show illustrating men's sneakers and the lifestyle and fashion that goes with it. And we have DC World's channel focusing on life experiences, marriage, parenting, health, family, and all the things that go with that. And of course, along with that, give a shout out to Facebook, Invicta Vets, Invictacruisers, Invictaholics, 757 plus, and there's so many that it just I would run out of time before I finished them all. But be aware there's plenty out there and plenty of amazing people behind them. So find something that fits with you and rock out with them. But with that, let's finish this video out. I'll see you in a second. All right, there we have the Pro Diver Scuba Punisher. That was pretty cool. Of course, pretty amazing, the look of it. And, you know, we've talked through what I like about it and all the other details. But with that, I say I really do appreciate all of the comments and subscribes, the thumbs up, all of that really does mean a lot, and I really do appreciate it. And with that, I say enjoy your Invicta timepieces, and I hope to see you next time on Invicta Specs. Take care.